Good morning from the Alton Towers Resort, where we're going to be staying at the Enchanted Village here in the Woodland Lodges. In fact, I'm doing this in a bit of a higgledy-piggledy order. I'm saying good morning. We actually arrived last night. We filmed the room tour last night. And we thought we'll show you around here. We have stayed here lots of times, and it is a really, really nice resort. It's always really quiet. Time recording this. This is the opening day of the 2026 season. We are also going to be filming in a separate video. We're going to be staying into the Alton Towers Hotel as well. So check that one out as well, so we can compare them, see which is best. We have stayed in all of the resorts that are here now. But we do like this one, so yeah, come inside. Let's check out the Woodland Lodges. So this is our room here in the Enchanted Village. As you can see, it's a really nice room. I do like these. And of course, it comes with the book as well, and a little log cushion there. You can buy the log cushion, but I think they sell it for about £75. It's quite expensive. In fact, there is actually a list, just coming over to this side here, of all the inventory. So the cushion there, log cushion, it's £65 there as well. So you can see all those different things that you can actually buy in here. And there's also a little QR code, so if you need anything throughout your stay while you're here. There is all the tea and coffee making facilities there. So you've got tea, coffee, some biscuits to use during your stay as well. So while Casper's just looking at those, you can see there's a nice bit of storage space there. We've just stuck our coats in there because we've literally just landed. We'll have a look in here. So there is a children's area. So I'll turn on the light. You can see there, it's a nice little thing. I do like it. It's got the nice little themed floor in there as well. It's got a little picnic all set up there for the kids to be able to enjoy. It's not a carpet, it's actually hard. It does have a little window here. When we've come previously with the children, we've actually used blackout blinds on these to make sure, because these curtains, they're not, whilst they do go all the way across, there is a little bit of a gap here. So when it's summertime, you'll get quite a bit of lighting. So we've used blackout blinds stuck to the windows to make sure the kids can sleep properly. It's a nice little picture on the wall there of the little pixies. So I just thought I'd show you me there as we've come in. But I want to show you this bed here. So on here, in fact, I'll turn it back around now actually. So on here, the bed, it's a double-decker bed. So it says it's for 6+ on the upper, and it's got a lower bed there. But there's also a little roll-away bed, so I'll just show you that, which is just here. So you can see there's a little roll-away bed too. So what we've done in the past with the kids is we've had eating on here, we've had the roll-away bed just in case she falls out, because then you don't have to bring your bed guard and all that sort of stuff as well. They do have their own little lights up on here as well. You can see these, they can turn the little pixie lights on there, and they can have their own switches to put the little night lights on, so do a bit of reading before bed, which is really cute as well. As you can say, Eden's just enjoying time on the bed there. Casper's brought his wrestlers as well for whilst he's here. But yes, it's a double bed, and it's also got a little map up there of the Enchanted Village. It's not an actual map, but it's a little representation. It's cute. It says, "Can you find the mischievous fable folk?" And you can find them all on there and have a little search. A bit of a flickery light there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hopefully that settles down. And so in terms of sockets and stuff, here that you've got a USB, 2 USBs and 2 fixed sockets there. Casper's thought I was going to eat his chocolates then. He's just left them on the sides there. So, and there's also light switches for the room on that side, and over this side as well. I think it's actually got the same. So we'll just, Robbie just put her amazing Tron bag there. So there is, exactly the same on this side. So 2 plug sockets plus 2 USBs and the light switches too. So let's go over to the, this is almost a mirror image to the ones we've been in previously. And because normally the beds are on that side when we stay previously. So it's a bit weird actually. I love the little fairy light that they've got there as well. That's really cute. And temperature controls, which are there. Little butterfly, which is up on the top of the door, which is cute. And you can't turn off your extractor fans and heaters in there as well, because these towel rails get really, really hot actually. So it's quite good that you can just isolate them if you've got kids staying as well. So a little light in there. Nice little sink to use with a mirror, with little toiletries as well. And there's your toilet, which is just there as well. And I thought I'd just show the shower too. So that is the room tour in a nutshell. So it's a really, really nice room, isn't it? We've only just landed at night time, so we're looking forward to exploring more of this. And it's, as time of recording, opening day of the 2026 season tomorrow. We look forward to that. It's going to take you on a little journey all the way up to where we have breakfast this morning. So kids are leading the way up there. It's a really nice setting. I do prefer this to the Legoland one, I have to say. It's really nice. So we're staying in, I think it's Honeysuckle, I think it's called, up here. And they're all got different names. You can see them there. The only thing is, at night, it's really dark. I had to get my phone torch out to so you could see the actual numbers. I think, yeah, I'm sure it used to be better lit up than that, but yeah, definitely couldn't see any of the, there was no lighting at all coming down here. It's very pretty though. But it's all pretty much one straight road. You can see that building there is where we're going to be having breakfast, and it's called the Crooked Spoon. It's a cute little place. So we'll go in there and have some breakfast. There's a good selection of hot foods for breakfast, as you can see there, with the toasts and jams available. Plus there is the some pastries, some juices and some cereal, which are just there, and that's where you've got the juice, and there is the coffee. So in terms of the breakfast, so Casper's gone for some scrambled egg, sausage, hash browns. How's it taste, Cass?
Nice.
It's good, is it? Yeah. And you've also gone for some toast, quite lightly done toast. I'm just going to point that out there, but yeah, it's one of those machines, so obviously they're either lightly done or not done at all, or overly done. So I've gone for a big fry up. I've also got a bacon sandwich, and then got some pastries to the table as well, because you've got to get these pastries because they're always really nice. They're not the biggest ones, but I'm sure they'll taste all right. I don't really remember from last time we've come in here, but yeah, it's a decent enough breakfast. And Eden's gone for a mini fry up for herself too. Is it nice, Eden? Yeah, big thumbs up there. Right, okay, so should we eat it then? Let's have it. That was a nice, relaxed breakfast in there. Hardly anybody in there. It's very, very quiet. Let's go have a wander around. I'm going to show you the reception now, so if you've not been before. It's a nice little play area here. There's quite a lot of little play areas that are dotted all the way around. So I'm just going to show you where you check in and where you can park. There. Oh yeah, Casper's pointing out there is a little shop that's just over there. It's not open at the moment. It's a little Enchanted Village store. It's got a vending machine. It's a little grabber on there as well. So these are short stay only. So these are for only when you're checking in. So it says 15 minutes maximum stay. So you can park there, drop all your kit off, and then check in at the reception, which is just here. You can just see it's there. Now the actual main car park itself for this hotel. Now we've actually gone to the main Alton Towers hotel car park because that's where we're going to be staying tonight. But basically there's this road here, and this takes you all the way up to the actual main car park for this. In the olden days this was basically car park 1. But now it's for this, and it's nearly always empty. So let's just walk up this footpath. You right, Cass?
It's really big as well. It's got like 3,000 spaces on it, like with like 6 cars on it.
It does have about 3,000 spaces. It's massive. So yeah, so you basically just walk up here. I'm not going to walk all the way up here. So you can see here, there's the stargazing pods. I've said we've stayed at all the resorts. As Casper pointed out, actually, after I turned the camera off, we haven't actually stayed at the stargazing pods. Now, there's a good reason for that. In terms of families...
No toilets.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no toilets within the actual pod, so you've got to go to a communal area for showering and toilets, but they look quite cute. And as in terms of a cheaper option, it might be something people might want to look at. But for us, we like to have the facilities and stuff. But if you have stayed there, let us know in the comments what you think. But you can see, so basically, this car is coming up here. That's the entrance. You can see all the cars parked just behind them there. And that is the main car park for the Enchanted Village. So it is important to note that this is the furthest away of the hotels as well. So I mean, it's not massively far, but this is the longest that you'll have to walk when you actually go into the hotels as well. So yes, have that in mind, that it is the one right at the end, and you might have to do a little bit of walking. I'm just going to show you the map now of the actual resort itself, so you can get a bit of a flavour of what it looks like and where all the lodges are. So yeah, I've got the map behind me here, so I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier on, that's the main car park that's just there. So if you drive down here, Casper's trying to show you our room, we'll show you in a second. So this is the reception building here, and you've got the main the drop off, which is kind of like here, where we're actually staying. So Casper, show everybody where we're staying. We're down here, which is 765, which is just that one there, which is right at the end, which makes it nice and quiet. But again, it means there is a little bit of a walk down to
really
get
down
to.
Here?
There's nobody. It's quite surprising actually. There's nobody staying in them at the moment. Considering it is the opening day of the season, there are also the luxury tree houses which are located down here
They're
too.
quite big and they've got like 2 floors.
They have got 2 floors in them. We haven't actually stayed in one of those. Maybe that's one we'll have to stay in future, but they can accommodate up to, I think it's 8 people in there. But yeah, so that is the actual resort. So you can see basically what you need to do is to get into the resort, the actual park itself, just walk all the way down here, follow it round, and you'll end up at the Splash Landings Hotel, which is just here, past the Alton Towers Hotel,
That's like a game.
and then straight into where the monorail station is there. And that takes you, of course, you don't have to go in there for resort guests. You can go in the special Galactica gate, which is located just there. Just walking past this short stay drop-off area here, just to show you the village store. I think this actually opens around about 9:30, which is why it's not open at the moment. But I just wanted to take you down and show you where it actually is. You can buy all little bits of merchandise in there, and there's all sorts of, you could buy sweets and bags of crisp and oh, in fact, it actually says that it is just closed today, so it's not actually going to open at all. So if you require anything, you've got to speak to a member of reception, a member of staff at the reception, and they'll be happy to help. But there is all sorts of other stores that are located within the other hotels as well. So I'm sure the one at the Alton Towers Hotel would actually be open. And there's a little Enchanted crane here where you can win yourself a stitch. Plus a vending machine as well, which is reasonably stocked. One thing I do like about this resort is all the little play areas that they've got, which are suitable for all the kids. In fact, this actually looks like it's been done up relatively recently, and it's got all those nice little boards up there, little sensory areas, little merry-go-round for the kids, and a bouncy toy too. They all have their own different little toys, because up here there's a little seesaw as well. Of course, they have these disabled spaces here, which are for the disabled people, so you can come down only to these ones, so that's the only occasion where you'll be able to drive down here, and they're all closest for that reason. Yeah, I do like that there's all different play equipment and all these different areas where all the houses are. Some little picnic benches there for the summer. I think it's weird because I don't think I've actually been here when it's been summer. We've stayed here many times, but it's nearly always the start or the end of the season. It does look cute though, I have to say. So that's the end of our stay here at the Enchanted Village. It's a lovely place, it's really, really beautiful. It does have its downsides though. I do just want to point out, the bed that I was staying in was really, really squeaky. Really, really live to every movement, and it felt almost like a water bed. It was so soft. I mean, that's part and part down to us because we're so used to sleeping on a Super King that's got a memory foam mattress, sense of entitlement. But yeah, it certainly was noticeable that it wasn't as comfy. Now, there's also a couple of other things. It's not as clean as what it could be and what we has been in the past. So all bits around the corners with lots of dust gathering. It's not a massive issue. It's just very, very noticeable when you're looking at other hotels. So, but all in all, I do just want to say we've had a nice, comfortable stay, and we're looking forward to the start of the 2026 season here at Alton Towers. Next up, we're going to be stopping at the Alton Towers Hotel, so we'll give a little tour of that as well. So we'll see you in the next one. Let the positivity in and ride it out. Bye, guys.